I completely agree with you. I think people get too stuck on the careers. The thing is, I think a lot of the analysis of whether Thresh could have won focuses too much on his physical strength, that he got a 10 in training, that the careers tried to recruit him, and we do see what happens with Clove, but I actually feel like that's secondary to his biggest asset, survival skills. I mean, Haymitch says it, right? Stay alive. Not take other tributes out, stay alive. Taking other tributes out is usually part of that, and we see that Thresh is able to do that, but he doesn't get to the feast by taking out other tributes. We don't actually know that he's taken out any at that point. He got there by disappearing into tall grass that other tributes were too scared to follow him into, presumably finding water, and knowing how to turn the grain he finds there into food. I know PETA speculates that maybe he just has good sponsors, but we know that people in the capital are hungry for blood. They want the drama. I don't see Thresh providing either of those by hanging out in the grass, and we know he wasn't off hunting a bunch of tributes down because there weren't that many who made it past the first day who are unaccounted for. It seems likely that he encountered mutts there, and presumably if he did, he dealt with them. But even that's just speculation. If Katniss hadn't been in the arena, maybe the careers would have followed him into the grass, but PETA says they weren't really keen on it, and even if they had, it would have been after the bloodbath and after they'd secured the cornucopia. He would have been long gone. And they were uncomfortable following him in there for a reason. They had plenty of opportunity to go after him, and as far as we know, they chose not to. Knowing your environment gives you a massive advantage. We're told that careers often lose in years where something happens to the food supply. Well, it's possible that nothing would have happened to the food supply without Katniss, but they were gonna run out of food eventually, and it doesn't seem like that was true for Thresh. Like, could Thresh have beaten the careers like in a 5-on-1? No, probably not, but it doesn't seem like that's something that typically comes up, and there's no reason to think it would have happened here. I don't remember whether it's confirmed that Cato took out Thresh versus some mutts, but either way, let's be real here. Cato benefited more from Katniss being in the arena than any tribute other than PETA. Cato only had to deal with Katniss and Thresh. He didn't have to watch his back against any of the other careers. So yeah, if we look at Thresh, he knew his environment, he knew how to feed himself, he could defend himself, and he also knew better than to go looking for a fight that wasn't necessary. That leaves him in a pretty decent position to win the Hunger Games.